It has been over a year since I quit alcohol. Give me a round of applause. And if you're on this journey, give yourself a round of applause too. So after a year of being sober, I think I'm in the right position to give some tips on how to be sober, how to quit alcohol. Just remember, these are tips that have worked for me, and you need to experiment with yourself. We're all different. We all have different experiences. So what works for me may not work for you, but hopefully you can take something from this video. So without further ado, find your purpose. This has been an essential part of quitting alcohol for me. I turned to my purpose straight away, which is making these videos. I want to break the barriers between countries, understand the world around me at a deeper level, understand myself more on a deeper level, and spread the awareness of cultivating self-awareness to help build myself and the people around me up. That's what I want, that's my purpose. And a lot of work goes into these videos. I need to be on the ball. I need to have my day structured. I really need to do a lot in my day to keep the content afloat. So if I were to drink alcohol, I would ruin everything. I would ruin everything. I know some people can do it, but I know if I go and drink on the weekend, I'm gonna have a hangover, and then maybe for the next couple of days, I'm not gonna have the motivation to create videos. I'm just not gonna have the energy. So this has been a massive factor of me not wanting to drink alcohol, because I know it will damage what I'm trying to build. If you don't know your purpose, this is the perfect time to start thinking and start connecting with yourself at a deeper level. One way to do this, which is my next tip, is do things that you love to do as a child. So I think when we grow up, we tend to move away from all the hobbies and all the things that we loved as a kid and start, you know, getting into the grind of work and then going out on the weekend. So tapping into that inner child of yours that is still there, you'll find that when you start picking up your hobbies again, you'll find that love for them again. These videos are part of what I used to do as a kid. I used to make fun little videos with my friends, nothing too serious. When I went to Italy and lived there for the first time, I had the idea of making vlogs and making videos as I do now, but I didn't have the mentality or the discipline to do it, and I was in my own head about it. I cared what other people thought, so I stopped. So once I quit alcohol, I was like, I need to get back on it and really just like pick up where I left off. And I knew the only thing that was stopping me from doing these things was myself. So quitting alcohol in general made me face my fears again, and it has been very beneficial. But it doesn't have to be something you want to pursue. It can be just for fun. One of those things for me is playing football. Playing football is something I loved as a kid. I wasn't very good. Everyone was a little bit better than me. I was pretty average, which made me not want to play anymore. But now as I play it more, I enjoy it more, I'm improving, and it's also good for my health in general. So yeah, pick up a sport that you used to play, pick up a hobby, doing things that are creative. If you love to draw as a child, start drawing again, you know? These are all things that can, I wouldn't say distract you from drinking alcohol, but can immerse you into life in another way. You know, it's not a distraction, it's more interacting with the world in a different way than you're used to. I think it's really important to tap into that inner child of yours to cope and reinvent yourself again. With the introduction of reinvention, the third tip is find new hobbies. So find new things to do. This is a chance to build yourself up again and really find out what you love to do and what you love about life. You know, life isn't just going to parties and drinking and getting shit-faced. It's more than that. We've got so many options that it's even difficult to choose what we want to do. For me, I'm gonna start boxing. I like the discipline that comes with boxing. I like that it's good for my body. I like that it's a stress relief, which I need sometimes, and I've got a lot of energy at the moment. So putting that energy into something physical and fun for me is good. Also, if you're creative, maybe do a pottery class, an art class. You could try acting. You could try making music. You could pick up an instrument. There's so many things that you could do. It's like the options are endless, but you need to find out what resonates with you and then just go for it. You're gonna be rubbish. You're gonna be bad at the start, but it's quite satisfying getting good at something. And When you're so bad at something at the start, the increase in ability at the start is like really fast. You see dramatic improvements in your skills at the start, and then it starts to dip as you have the foundation. But yeah, it's just enjoyable to level up on these little hobbies that you have. And again, it's just about finding new ways to enjoy life without having alcohol. Remove yourself from drinking environments. This is something I did pretty much straight away. As a rule, you don't want to keep things that you are tempted by around you, especially at the start. Taking yourself away from that situation is vital. You kind of have to go into your little cave, which doesn't sound appealing at all, and it is very isolating, but in time you'll get used to it, and then you can put yourself back in those environments. But I just think taking away temptation is the best thing for you, and then once you get adjusted to your new life, then you can go back and with confidence and be all right in those settings. It took me 4 or 5 months to go back into those settings, and I didn't feel comfortable straight away, but now I limit my time in those settings. I don't go very often, but I prefer it when there's something that I like to do at those events. So going to a jazz bar, perfect. I love jazz music, it's chilled, everyone is not drinking too much as well. If it's a club, I want to go to a club that I actually enjoy the music, where I don't have to drink to enjoy the night. I think that's very important, and I love to do karaoke as well. Karaoke, there's a lot of drinks involved. People are getting pretty drunk at karaoke, but you get that mic, you start singing, and you're enjoying the night. I think when you go back into these environments after removing yourself, you see that you'll have a lot more confidence in those environments. Like, did I imagine that I'll be singing in front of a room of people dead sober? No, but now it's something I really enjoy. So you'll be surprised on how far you come after quitting alcohol. Open yourself to new opportunities and new people. I talked about going into your cave and isolating yourself a little bit. You're gonna have to remove some people from your life, unfortunately. That is the bitter pill to swallow. Maybe the hardest thing to swallow. I noticed that people didn't wanna really hang around with me unless there was drinks involved. So once you stop drinking, you kind of find out who really wants to be your friend on a deeper level. It's all good having acquaintances, but right now I'm just for deep connections, really solid friendships. That's what I want. And where you're reinventing yourself, you're finding yourself again, you need to keep yourself open, put yourself into difficult positions, anxiety-inducing positions where you go to events where you don't know anyone, and then you start networking. And I think you can't go to these places with the mindset of wanting to get friends from it, coming from a place of lack. I think true, genuine friendships are built seamlessly without wanting anything, without trying to get something from the person. You have to let things happen naturally. I think when you're looking for deep connections, true, genuine friendships, it's important to fully be yourself. If you're trying to portray yourself in a way that you're trying to please other people, then you're not gonna find that true, genuine friendship. The process is probably a bit slower, but then when you meet those people, you're gonna have people that bring you up, not put you down, and it's definitely worthwhile doing it that way than trying to grab people, you know? Take your time, be patient, and just try to enjoy every interaction that you have, and listen to the people that you're meeting up with you and see if they're really a good fit for your life, and go from there, really. Start replacing drinking with good habits. So for me, that's going to the gym. I don't need to say too much about going to the gym. There's so many health benefits that you already know. For example, I'm having a bad day, I feel stressed, I go to the gym. Even if I'm tired, I will go to the gym, my body livens up, my mindset's a lot better, my head's a bit clearer. That's it, yeah? And then, yeah, your body will change, all of these improvements will come too, but just for a general mental aspect, the gym is perfect. And it doesn't have to be the gym for you, it can just be taking up a new sport, it can be yoga, there's many things that you can do to improve your mental health and really feel energized, which will make you not want to drink again. So yeah, I definitely recommend some sort of physical activity. Eat the right foods, get good nutrition. I think most of these things are leading towards good energy and having energy, which I remember when I was drinking, of course I had good energy some days, but consistently, not really. When I get to the weekend, I get smashed, and then I got a few days of recovering to become my best self again. And then the weekend comes again and it's back to square one. Eating the right foods, good nutrition, cook for yourself, to start to see improvements in your mental health and your energy. Other things that I do is go to the onsen, stretch, take walks, I go for hikes, all these little things that will improve your health dramatically. Reading is good too, so read a book. Read a book before bed. There's so many positive, enjoyable, good habits that you can put into your life. Now you can see when you're building up all of these little things, you've got a lot going on, right? You've built up a good routine, a good schedule, and then the prospect of drinking alcohol, the idea of drinking alcohol, you'll realize, okay, if I start drinking again, all of these things I've worked hard to build will just disappear in an instant. So it's kind of scary, the thought of drinking alcohol to me. I don't want to, because I've worked so hard to get to where I am, you know? So I don't want to jeopardize that by having a drink of alcohol. Therapy, I know some of you have contacted me through Instagram, and some of you have put comments on the YouTube comment section. I was a binge drinker, so I drank very heavily on the weekend, but I wasn't drinking every day. I'm not able to give the right advice when it comes to withdrawal symptoms and things like that. So I think if you're really finding it difficult to quit alcohol, therapy would be perfect for you. Therapy would be great. It's something that would be perfect for me too, but I just can't afford it at the moment. Before I stopped drinking alcohol, I had a few therapy sessions and it was good. It was good to just get things off my chest. But I think having someone to talk to, because it is an isolating process, it is a very isolating process. Having someone to listen to you and then build up a strategy on how to quit alcohol effectively. And in the future, I want to do therapy anyway when I have enough money. So there's no shame in getting help. There's no shame in paying for something that is going to improve your life, essentially. So I wouldn't worry about the stigma. And I think there's not so much stigma anymore around it. I think it has a really positive aura around it. I think everyone in the Western world at least agrees that therapy is beneficial. So just get over that little obstacle of, you know, something's wrong with me. I have to go to, there's something wrong with all of us, yeah? So it's good to just go and talk it out and figure things out to improve yourself. And then in return, improve the world in general, you know? If you're improving yourself, you've got a lot more to give. Look for like-minded people online. This is not something I've done really, but it's come to me. So it's when you guys message me on the videos, and then I have people that I'm talking to on the journey as well, it really makes me feel like I'm not isolated. So we are lucky to have the internet. Sometimes we use it for the wrong things. It's also a way we can build connections and build a community and not feel so alone and isolated. So looking for people online to talk to is another good way. You guys commenting, sharing your experiences, messaging me about your experiences, and then having a little chat, yeah, it really helps me as well. It's not just helping you. I'm glad that these videos have resonated with the amount of people it has. It's not a lot of people, but you know, it's just nice that I'm able to give something and hopefully help your life out, but it comes back in return because I've gone through the same things as you guys. It's really helped me out as well, so thank you. With that in mind, I want to create a group chat on my Instagram for anyone who is quitting alcohol, that we can build a community and speak together and speak on this chat. If anyone says anything rude or disgusting, I'll just kick them out. But I think it'll be a good idea to build a community of people that are on the same journey, and we can inspire each other and motivate each other. If you like the sound of this, please follow my Instagram. It's not a plea to get followers. You can do what you want, essentially. I just want to offer something that can help not only you, but me as well. And I'm trying not to be too active on social media, as I'm always surrounded by technology. I'm always making content, so I kind of want to step away from it sometimes. Hopefully we can get enough people so there's always a conversation in there and always someone to talk to. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I've given you something to think about or try. And as always, stay blessed. Thank you.